Fox 25 Primetime News at 9 starts right now.
Right now, we are learning new details about a manhunt happening in Dallas after 2 police officers were shot. We're going to get to that in just a moment.
But first, we do have breaking news in just the last 10 minutes about a search for a man in Norman who police say killed a woman just hours ago. Let's get right to Fox 25's Caroline Vandergrift. She is live in Norman. Caroline.
Yeah, Norman police tell us they just arrested 29-year-old Joe Alanis. He is in custody after a 6-hour search. Take a look at this photo the police department put out as they were trying to find him. Alanis was last seen running away from the Emerald Greens apartment complex on Dewey Avenue. Police had responded to a medical call there just before 3 this afternoon. When they arrived, they found a woman dead inside an apartment. Investigators haven't said how she was killed, but the circumstances around her death led police to believe it was a homicide. Investigators say the person who called 911 told them Alanis ran away from the scene. It's unclear how he knew the victim. We still don't know the victim's identity as well at this point. This investigation is ongoing, but as soon as we get more details on this, we will of course bring them to you as soon as we can. Back to you.
And we're following that breaking news out of Dallas, Texas right now. That is where 2 Dallas police officers were shot at a Home Depot. This is what we have learned at a news conference just within the last 2 hours. We've learned that the 2 officers that were shot are critically wounded. A civilian was also shot there. The shooter is still on the loose, is considered armed and dangerous. We've also just learned the identity of that person, 29-year-old Hispanic man named Armando Luis Juarez. He fled in a white pickup truck. This all began this afternoon when an off-duty officer was at the Home Depot and asked for backup trying to make an arrest there. We actually have obtained a photo of the man police are looking for, as well as the truck he took off in. We're going to have that for you coming up in just a few minutes.
Tonight, major progress on the wildfires burning in western Oklahoma. Tonight, they are almost completely out. The Forestry Service says the 34 complex fire is 98% contained and will be 100% contained by the end of the day. It has devoured almost 62,000 acres across Woodward County in 10 days, and the Ray Fire in Dewey County is 87% contained tonight. It has destroyed more than 286,000 acres.
Good evening, everyone. More relief is on the way tonight, thank goodness, as this cold front keeps on sweeping across Oklahoma. A lot more rain, some showers and thunderstorms into your Wednesday. This front is only causing some showers and a lot of coolness in northwest Oklahoma right now. But a lot more showers and thunderstorms are up here in Kansas, as you can see, and they will be spreading very quickly to the south and to the east right along this front as it keeps on coming in overnight. So between 11 o'clock and midnight, showers start to show up in northwest Oklahoma. And here they come overnight, widespread rain and thunder. So by tomorrow morning, your Wednesday morning drive, wet, cool and damp. So jackets and umbrellas all throughout the day tomorrow. And you may want to get an early start. A lot of slippery spots out there. The other great bit of good news, no severe weather is expected, but a lot of those showers may be heavy at times, and they could slow down your morning commute. Tonight down to 49 degrees. Showers are likely. Rain may be heavy at times, on and off. So gotta love all this rain coming back into Oklahoma. Who gets the most when it moves out? Your Storm Watch 7-day in just a little bit.
This evening, the state budget is moving forward at the Capitol. A House committee voted to advance it 2 hours ago. A Senate committee passed it late this afternoon. This is the first budget proposal in 4 years that does not call for cuts to state agencies. Fox 25's Jordan Lucero joins us to explain this proposal. Jordan.
This is a $7.5 billion budget. Not only are there no calls for budget cuts this year, almost every state agency will see an increase in funding. If it passes, it'll be the first since the 2015 budget year that does not have deep state cuts. Most of the state agencies are getting extra money only to pay for state employee raises. 23 agencies, though, are getting extra money beyond that. Some of those, the Department of Education getting about a 20% increase, $480 million because of the teacher walkout. The Department of Corrections in total, including the raises, gets a 7% increase, or $35 million. And 3 other health agencies that were threatened during the special session, the Health Care Authority, Mental Health and Substance Abuse, and the Human Services Department, getting 11%, 3%, and 5%. The Senate Appropriations Chair says she's glad lawmakers are at a point where they can avoid cuts.
I tell you, it's amazing. For all the years that I've been here, we just to be able to give that much money in a budget is something we haven't been able to do. And I've been in this job for 2 years, and it's just been massive cut after massive cut. So it's nice. It's kind of a breath of fresh air.
Other lawmakers are not as positive about the situation, say they feel this budget bill isn't really an increase because it just gets agencies close to the funding they got before the economic downturn, before all of those cuts. It can go to a vote tomorrow in the Senate, and it could possibly pass the House by Friday. Wendy.
Jordan, thank you. And if the budget passes Friday, it sets the legislature up for adjourning the session on May 4th. House leaders suggested that deadline last week. May 4th is 3 weeks early. Tonight, a group planning a signature drive to let voters decide on a teacher pay raise is abandoning their efforts. I just pulled up the website for Restore Oklahoma Now. They say they're withdrawing their petition. They say they know many will be disappointed, but legislative action will work better than a petition in this situation. The group wanted to let voters decide whether to increase the oil and gas production tax. It would have funded a $4,000 pay raise for Oklahoma teachers. But since that group was formed, lawmakers agreed to give teachers a $6,100 raise. The director of the group says they now plan to work to protect the teacher raises, partly funded by a hike on the gross production tax.
We're going to take you back out live right now to Dallas, Texas. This is where we appear to have an update on the story we just told you about a few moments ago. It does appear that police might have the suspect pinned down. What you're looking at now is Dallas police officers following what they showed it earlier. It was a white pickup truck, which is the vehicle matching the description that the suspect drove off on. 29-year-old Armando Luis Juarez. He's the man wanted in questioning in regards to that police shooting that happened this afternoon at a Home Depot in North Dallas. That is where 2 Dallas police officers were shot. Both are in critical condition right now, as well as another civilian that was also shot. Again, you can see that heavy police presence there on the ground in Dallas. We're working to get some more information, but it does appear that they might have that suspect considered armed and dangerous in custody here very soon. We'll keep a close eye on it for you.
We're learning more about the suspect charged in a 1999 cold case. Authorities now say that the man charged bragged about photographing the girls while they were tied up. Laura Bible and Ashley Freeman went missing after Freeman's parents were shot and killed. Well, yesterday, Ronnie Busick was charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. According to an affidavit, witnesses said the suspect abducted the girls and showed off photos of them. Authorities believe the teens were eventually killed and might be buried in a pit in northeastern Oklahoma. In Toronto tonight, a 25-year-old man is charged with multiple counts of murder after police say he killed 10 people when he drove through a crowd. Now police are trying to find a motive. You're looking live at Toronto tonight. Officers conducted an evidence search in the morning, combing the entire mile-long scene for any debris or personal effects left behind. Police say the suspect sped down block after block up to 45 miles an hour. This morning, authorities charged Alec Manassian with 10 counts of first-degree murder, 13 counts of attempted murder. Wearing a white zippered jumpsuit and handcuffs, he showed no emotion and only said his name, nothing else.
We cannot, as Canadians, choose to live in fear every single day as we go about our daily business. We need to focus on doing what we can and we must to keep Canadians safe.
Cell phone video shows the suspect begging officers to shoot him in the head after he was cornered. He eventually got on the ground and was arrested. Authorities say the suspect made a Facebook post just before the attack and may have been angry with women for rejecting him.
Right now, as the U.S. decides whether it should withdraw from the Iran nuclear accord, President Trump warns Iran it will pay if it restarts its nuclear program. It's just one of the topics President Trump is discussing with French President Emmanuel Macron during the French president's official state visit. Macron wants the U.S. to stay in the accord, but the administration is thinking about withdrawing. President Trump also warning Iran against restarting its nuclear program.
If Iran threatens us in any way, they will pay a price like few countries have ever paid.
Trump and Macron are expected to discuss Syria, climate change, regulation, and trade tariffs.
Worry on Wall Street tonight. The Dow closed down 425 points or 1.7% after opening with a 130-point gain. Now, at its worst point of the day, the Dow was down more than 600 points. The Dow has fallen for the past 5 straight days, its longest losing streak in more than a year, and it's given up its gains for the year.
We've got your back tonight with a warning from the DEQ. An air quality alert is in effect for Oklahoma, Cleveland, and Canadian counties. I pulled up their website for you. You can see the air in those areas is considered unhealthy for sensitive groups. If you live in central Oklahoma and you have health issues like asthma or heart disease, you should try to limit your time outside.
New details tonight about how industrial hemp will affect Oklahoma's farmers. The new law allows farmers to grow the non-intoxicating plant. That law creates a pilot program that's going to be overseen by the Department of Agriculture and allow farmers to grow industrial hemp in Oklahoma as long as they're growing it in conjunction with an institution of higher education.
This one just made sense, bringing industrial hemp farming back to Oklahoma farmers. We know it's a cash crop that grows really well here. We're just doing the pilot program, so we are adhering to federal guidelines, and we want to help out Oklahoma farmers and the economy, and this is a perfect way to do it.
The bill passed the Oklahoma House unanimously. The program will officially launch once rules are determined by Ag Commissioner Jim Reese. A dilemma for the judge in the trial of an Oklahoma teenager accused in the brutal murder of his family. While the DA says crime scene photos of the Bever family massacre are critical.
And a new way for Amazon to deliver packages. We're going to tell you the new route they're going to prevent thieves from getting packages off your porch.
From the Fox 25 studios in Oklahoma City, this is the Fox 25 Primetime News at 9.
We're going to get right back to that breaking news in Dallas right now. That is where it appears that the suspect in a shooting of 2 Dallas police officers and 1 civilian appears to be apprehended by police. There was a pursuit going on. You'll remember we showed you just a couple minutes ago. Well, now it does appear that this white pickup truck that allegedly the suspect is driving has been stopped and surrounded by police. It does appear that we are looking at what appears to be an arrest of some sort. This is a 29-year-old Armando Luis Juarez. This is the man that was wanted. He was on the run for several hours. He's the man accused of running off from that Home Depot after critically shooting 2 Dallas police officers as well as a civilian. Of course, we're going to continue to follow this very closely for you. Any new updates we'll have for you right here at the live desk.
Tonight, a judge is trying to determine when and if gruesome pictures become too disturbing for jurors in the trial of Michael Bever. Now, he's the younger of 2 brothers accused of brutally murdering their family members back in 2015. There's an argument about shocking images taken by police right after the Bever family murder. The photos include images of the victims, David and April Bever, and 3 of their children, ages 12, 7, and 5. According to the Tulsa World, jurors viewed photo after photo of the crime scene, leaving at least 1 juror in tears.
We're just doing our best to make sure that the court gets that right and that we don't overwhelm the jury so they can make a critical decision at the end of the trial.
It's not anything easy for them to look at, but I'm not going to soft pedal this case. It's the type of case this jury needs to know everything that happened in that house.
The arresting officer also testified today, saying Michael Bever complimented them for doing a good job during the investigation. The only survivor, Bever's 13-year-old sister, took the stand on Friday, and according to investigators, she identified both of her brothers as the attackers.
New tonight, a drug dealer is facing murder charges after officers say he caused an overdose death. It's Oklahoma's answer to a big question. Who is responsible, the dealer or the user? Taylor Rogers is now accused of first-degree murder. Investigators say he sold heroin to Jillian Searle, who later died of an overdose. The case quickly fell into place when investigators were able to tie him to the victim.
He was in custody for another alleged offense at the time that detectives were able to connect the dots in this investigation.
The murder charge is a new way of applying existing laws to put more heat on dealers. By increasing the penalty for the conviction, they hope fewer people will be willing to deal drugs.
In Stillwater, they're stepping up school security to make sure that every student is kept safe. This is a live look at Stillwater right now. Sheriff's deputies will be posted at each school from now on. But the district isn't footing the bill. That money is coming from OSU head coach Mike Gundy. After the Florida school shooting, he pledged to make sure that a police officer stayed at 7 schools that did not have resource officers. His children are enrolled at the Stillwater schools.
One person is dead after a crash with a tanker truck in Canadian County. OHP told Fox 25 the truck left the roadway and exploded near County Club Road, westbound I-40. The crash blocked traffic for about an hour, but it is back open tonight. We're working to find out the victim's name.
An Oklahoma City police officer had to shoot a dog that came charging at him as he was responding to a call. This body cam video of the April 13th shooting was just released. Sergeant Marvin Smith responded to a home on Northwest Grand Boulevard for a trouble unknown call. As he was searching around the house, a large dog came at him and forced him to reach for his gun.
The video where you see this happen underscores just how quickly events like this transpire or how quickly they unfold. The officer had almost no time at all to quickly defend himself.
That officer had minor injuries from a fall after firing his gun. The dog is still alive and there haven't been any charges filed. Oklahoma City does have laws, though, on dogs getting loose from property. There's an ordinance called Confinement of Dogs that requires dog owners to have a fence or enclosure for a dog to prevent them from escaping. Now, there's also a menacing or dangerous dog ordinance in the city.
Scott Pruitt proposed a rule today to bring more transparency to the EPA. Under the proposal, the agency can only use scientific studies with data available to the public. You're looking live at Washington right now. Pruitt says this will allow scientists and the public to verify the authenticity behind the decisions the EPA makes. Environmental groups, though, disagree, saying the new requirement will limit the EPA's access to health studies, which aren't always in the public domain due to patient confidentiality guidelines. They argue air quality studies linked to pollution and health issues would be blacklisted under Pruitt's plan.
Are you tired of getting packages stolen off of your front porch? Well, soon your car trunk could be a safe and convenient delivery option. Amazon has launched a new service that delivers packages to the trunks of cars for free, but it's not available in Oklahoma just yet. I went ahead and pulled up Amazon's website for you. Take a look at this. The only catch, you have to be a Prime member. The Amazon Key app uses a camera and a smart lock so Prime members can have deliveries put inside their home or in their car. Now, there are some restrictions on what can be delivered to your trunk. Nothing too big or too heavy or expensive, and it cannot be from a third party. No word yet on when that service might be coming to Oklahoma.
And that rain keeps on coming in tonight, and it'll hang around most of tomorrow, so you may want to drive the kids to the bus stop. Showers, couple thunderstorms are likely. Rain shows up a little bit later on this week too. Where and when? Your Storm Watch 7-day at 9:33.
From the Fox 25 studios in Oklahoma City, this is the Fox 25 Primetime News at 9.
All right, Oklahomans, how long you live could be affected by your neighborhood. Data from the Oklahoma City County Health Department found an 18-year life expectancy difference in Oklahoma City. Now, many different pieces of information come together to determine the health realities in our community.
Fox 25's Marie Garcia's got your back with the changes helping Oklahomans live longer. It's tonight's Consumer Watch.
This living document developed by the Oklahoma City County Health Department has real life-saving potential. It breaks down common health problems and what may be contributing to them by zip code.
The information helps the health department make targeted changes. The first wellness score found zip code 73111 was struggling with certain health problems.
So we targeted cardiovascular disease prevention programs to that zip code, and we have seen improvements across our community.
The Northeast Regional Health Campus now focuses on serving the community in that area. New data shows that since 2010, when the wellness course started, the number of people dying in Oklahoma has decreased. Holdress with the Oklahoma City County Health Department attributes that to the creation of the wellness score.
So not only is someone going to come to our clinics to get medical help, but they will be connected to resources right there. So we'll have staff and community health workers that ask them about their food security, ask them about employment.
The Southern Oaks Learning and Wellness Campus is set to open this summer. Its location was selected based on the latest data gathered by the Oklahoma City County Health Department.
The information on the site comes from different government agencies and is examined before it's included on the website. It takes about a year of work before that data is ready to be included in the wellness score. Preparations for the next wellness score update will begin soon. The goal is to update the information every 3 years. Maria Garcia, Fox 25 Consumer Watch.
And you can look at what the wellness score is for your zip code, including life expectancy, income levels, and health concerns specific to that area. We have a link for you on our website at okcfox.com.
Coming up, searching for the best deal on a flight. We've got your back with new research on the top 3 things to consider if you're booking on a budget.
And changes coming to how much you'll pay for wine. We're going to tell you why this is a historic era when it comes to making wine.